On a good Thursday night for baseball in the Badger State, there's a look at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Chicago Cubs and these two will prevail. Next on the show, Parra is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Addison Russell will stride in now, back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Braun has a read on it.
Got it. I go.
And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters.
Gone! A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0. And a high strike there, 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
2 down here.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's a high pop-up. VR is there for it. And that ends the inning. Dexter Fowler will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Come on, fellas. Let's go.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Perez will wait on it. 1 down.
Batting sixth.
Brandon Phillips will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss. Hit the other way out toward right field. Neuenhuis, moving to his left, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting seventh.
Tommy La Stella will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. And he lays off there, 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why.
1 strike.
2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Tony Cruz is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, nobody out now. Nobody out.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The pitcher, Jake Arrieta, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And that's exactly what you want out of your pitcher. No long at bat, get in, get it down, and get out of there. And on one pitch, he's able to get the job done.
Hey, we got 1 out here.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Allen has a play. 2 down. Addison Russell is at the plate now. Flied out at his first at-bat. Hot shot on the ground is short. Fielded by Galvis. Throw on to Loney will take care of him at first, and the side is Money Allen comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
0-1.
Trying to lay one down here, but he misses. Strike 1.
Hey, get on for us here.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Foul ball.
Arrieta sets. Here it is on 0-2. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes, but he misses, and that's a rather weak out number. Anthony Rizzo is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
First baseman number 44.
No out.
Anthony Rizzo.
This is line to left, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks 2nd on the team in that category.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys you depend on to make things happen.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Settling in now, Dexter Fowler. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and stepping in the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Bat shatters as this is on the ground to first. And another foul ball.
1 out, 1 out.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Smoke toward third. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the... Tommy La Stella heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Third baseman number 3.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. There's his total now just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Lifted the other way to left center. Parra sprinting after it, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Tony Cruz. He reached on a single in his first try. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Hey, no runner, no runner. Eat it, eat it.
Jake Arrieta comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. So striding in, number 0, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
1 time right here.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the tying run comes around to score from second. And he is in there.
Yeah, I'd like to see this again because, to me, that's a ball he should have. Yeah, I mean, he's right there. He just fans on it. That's going to wind up costing him 2 runs.
Gerardo Parra will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Hit to third. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge... Jason Hayward will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Anthony Rizzo will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Low with a fastball here, in the dirt even. It's ball one. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
He's going.
Off and running is Hayward. Line toward the gap in left center. In there, a base hit.
Hit me.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single. So stepping in, Kyle Schwarber, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
The batter, number 24.
Dexter Fowler come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first two plate appearances. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Money Allen will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Line drive to left. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Around third and being waved on home. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Brandon Phillips will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips.
Brandon Phillips.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
You go.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
3.
Tommy La Stella will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. VR scoops it up onto first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 13.
Into the box now, Tony Cruz. He singled his last time up. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to the first baseman, Loney, and the side is retired. Rex Brothers will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Rex Brothers.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit? I just don't get it.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder
Jason Hayward gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Parra is under this one.
Got it.
And that's out number 2. Addison Russell will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Not a bad
Ball
pitch there
outside.
with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out. From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Tonight, the second of 4. Abraham Castilla comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And they got the road trip off to a rousing start, coming up with a big win in Game 1. I doubt they'll all be that easy, but still, that was exactly what you're hoping for when you hit the road.
A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
2 balls.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7 spot can stay hot. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Hey, we got one
David
out here.
Wright will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, his last game was a breath of fresh air because he's been stinking it up lately. Under 200 over his last 10 games.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Wright will take the turn and head for second.
Hey, no running, no running.
And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a one-out double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with one away. As we put up our team leaderboard, you can see it there. He's now up to 25 on the year.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
Michael Conforto will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen.
Hey, we got one out here.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike three, and there are two away. Lucas Duda will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. On the move is Braun. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Money Allen, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike.
Come on now, one pitch right here.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Neil Walker will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 3-0 now. Wilmer Flores will be next. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Wilmer Flores will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. One there on to Carter, and it's in time for a double play. Angel Pagan gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Nieuwenhuis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1. Kevin Plawecki will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The relay, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double. So striding in, Steven Matz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. From the stretch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone. So stepping in, David Wright, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Back goes Braun, still going back. And this one is gone, a home run. A two-run homer for David Wright, number 10 for him on the year. And the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead. Lucas Duda is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away.
Come on now, here we go.
And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
We got full count.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. Money Allen is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Flores is there. He'll go the short way to Walker at second for the fourth. Neil Walker is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. Rivera is there, and he's set down 1 away.
Now batting.
Wilmer Flores will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Come on now.
In there, strike 1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ballgame. In the air to straightaway right. Santana has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Into the box now, Angel Pagan, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Grounded to the right. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We played. Kevin Plawecki comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Kevin.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And he will make it there with 2 bases to kick off the home 5th.
Now batting.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. A bare-handed pickup. Got him.
No way. That was awesome.
Abraham Castilla will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit hard towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now 3-1. David Wright steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. There's 1. On to Carter. It's a double play, and the Michael Conforto will stand in. The strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Nope,
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Sent on the ground out to second. Perez is up with it, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
21. Lucas Duda.
Hey, come on now.
Lucas Duda is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Hey, one away. One away.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That's
Breaking ball somehow misses the outside. 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Hit sharply toward the right side. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for the
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Neil Walker. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. High and deep to straightaway right. Santana going back on it. Gone!
Your attention, please.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here. David Wright. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 4-3. Good night from Flushing.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 4 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base.
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game.